Hi and welcome to Physics Experiment Time, a channel where we, Mansour and Marjan, conduct various experiments. So for today we got Galileo's Leaning Tower of Pisa experiment. Let's see what it's all about.
There is a natural place for everything to seek. As heavy things go downward, fire upward, and rivers to the sea. It was in the nature of falling, said Aristotle, that heavy objects seek their natural place faster than light ones. The heavy objects fall faster. So the most interesting part of his claim was not the theory itself proposed by him, but the fact that nobody even tested it. Galileo went on to become the first real challenger of Aristotle's teachings. His tower experiment was no fable, no apple falling on Newton's head. This was one of the first controlled scientific experiments and observation. Like most of today's experiment, it wasn't perfect, we gotta admit, but this experiment changed Galileo and it changed history. So like Galileo's experiment, our record is pretty skimpy. He seems to have dropped two different objects from the same height, but the exact measurements weren't recorded. So for the experiment, we filled two balloons with different amount of water and dropped them from the same height at the same time. And here's the result.
So we released two balloons, and what surprises us is what Galileo said just after he released two objects. He said the latter one always started out much faster than the heavy one. It's because of air resistance that causes objects to fall differently. If we were in a vacuum, that would look something like this.
Well, in my left hand I have a feather. In my right hand a hammer. And I guess one of the... And I'll drop the two of them here and hopefully they'll hit the ground at the same time. How about that? Which proves that Mr. Galileo was correct.
By mere logic, just in Aristotle's teachings, we would assume that the heavy object should not only hit the ground first, but also land with much faster speed. So with this experiment, we realized that we cannot always rely on our logic. Instead, we should try to approach every science phenomena with different experiments and mathematical measurements. Stay healthy, stay curious.